A little bit later than usual. A little bit later. Good morning, Laura. I actually didn't get up late. I got up, realized I didn't, well, I pre-recorded my devotion for this morning. Then I went to go and post it and discovered that I accidentally deleted it. So I had to redo it. And right now I am getting ready to upload it. And then I came down and noticed that one of the mouse bins was completely filthy on all sides. And I was like, wow, they were busy overnight. It was the one with the toddlers in it. And apparently their water bottle that was having trouble even giving them water for a little while completely leaked. So the bottle was empty. Their bedding was all wet. It was yuck in there. So I took the time to clean them out. And all of that. So I kind of got delayed a little bit because of that. But they're in a nice clean spot now. I dumped out their wet bedding and all of that, gave them new water, made sure the water bottle isn't going to leak, gave them a new cardboard tube, gave them new paper towel, all of that so that they can have a dry place again. So that's what kept me from getting here on time. Just some minor catastrophes this morning. Deleted video, leaked water bottle. Yep, I didn't want them to catch a chill being wet. So, because I think they even moved their nest over a little bit. I mean, I knew it was a bad idea for them to put their nest where they did. They put it right near the water bottle. So if it were to leak, they'd have a wet bed. Lo and behold, and then they moved it. But the bedding is already wet. So what are you doing? So they're all dried out now. Yay. I do need to get regular bins instead of these drawer bins because the full-size mice have proved able to escape them. So I need to get different ones. I need to get bins with lids. Hello, Jeff. What is the matter? Are you itchy? Oh. So I need to get new bins. Unfortunately, I need money for that. But, you know, hopefully when we get over our financial hump, I'll be able to get some bins. I can't return these, one, because I've been using them, but two, I've kind of melted holes into the side of the bins for the water bottles, so I can't exactly bring those back. Good morning, Crystal. How are you doing? I can use them for breeding storage and stuff, but they're proving not to be the best choice for keeping the mice in. I would totally show you the newborns, but I don't want to stress out mom. Yesterday, I uncovered her babies so often that I totally stressed her out, and she escaped her bin, and it took me about 15 minutes to get her back. She felt like I'm assuming she felt like her nest was not safe and was out searching for a new place to bring them, which would have been interesting. But so I don't want to bother her too much. I'm going to uncover them for my breeding video and then leave it at that. Good to hear that you are blessed. Good to hear. I need to put up this video that I meant to do ages ago, but I deleted it accidentally. My quiet time with God. There we go. It's uploading. It's uploading. Good morning, foe. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, I had a bit of a slow start this morning because one, the video, my devotion video that I wanted to put up that I pre-recorded last night, so it was ready for this morning, I accidentally deleted it. So I had to redo that. It's uploading now. And then I came down to discover that the toddler bin with the older babies, the water bottle that malfunctioned to the point of not wanting to give them water, completely emptied into the bin overnight. So their bedding and everything was all wet, and they were trying to escape all night. You could see the feet marks on the side of the. They try to escape when they're not happy. Luckily, they didn't get out because I had duct taped the sides, or I would have had loose mice last night. But so that slowed me down this morning too because I completely redid their bin, gave them dry bedding and stuff. Girl is having phone issues again. Poor girl. Poor girl. No pun intended. And I would totally show off the newborns, like I said, but I don't want to stress her out. It does stress her out. And I think that is why she escaped yesterday, because she wasn't happy. So since I retrieved her after 15 minutes of trying to retrieve her, I haven't bothered her since with her babies. So yeah, I want her to be comfortable in there and feel like her and her babies are safe. I will uncover them when I do my breeding video, but that'll be it. And then I want to leave her alone. How is it having mice? It's easy. It's actually easy. I just need to get different bins because the drawers, they have proven that they can get out. They don't always try and get out. They try and get out when they're unhappy, and they've succeeded. It's always been one of the moms. The dad has never tried to get out, but each of the older moms has escaped. The cage is like foolproof because that little mom is not getting out of there. But both of the older moms have proven that they can get out. So I do need to get a different bin system. But that's going to take me a little bit of time because I need money for it. So in the meantime, the sides that I know that they can escape from, I have duct taped so that they can't get out. I mean, if they prop themselves up there and chew, then yeah, they'll probably still get out. But so far, I just kept them in. Premier Hell, hello, how are you? How are you doing today? But yeah, otherwise, I love the mice are very easy to keep. very easy to keep. They don't eat a whole heck of a lot. I don't have to put food in every day. They're eating dog food kibble. They're eating dog food kibble that the rats eat, and it's dog food kibble I didn't even pay for because it was expired food on the pet store shelf that I was able to bring home for free, and I've got tons of it. So, um, so far I haven't had to pay a thing to feed them. I've only bought the bins, the food dishes, and the water bottles. The litter I am using is the litter I already had for the rabbit. Um, their what they make their nests with is shredded paper towel and yarn scraps. So it's it's been really easy. And of course, my husband was like, just don't overwhelm yourself with so many mice that whatever. Because he was like, what are you doing with this litter, and what are you going to do with whatever. I need to have so many. Like I need to allow pinkies to grow older, and then have another litter that sells as pinkies or whatever. I need different stages. So these pinkies I'll let grow some because I know I have another litter coming. Um, but he was like, you got to think about what you're going to do when you go on vacation. And I'm like, I know I can find somebody that all I have to do is just make sure that they have their water, make sure their dishes are full. Otherwise, they don't have to touch them. Just make sure they have food, make sure they have water. They don't have to touch them. Otherwise, it's super simple. And the babies, oh my gosh, you guys, the little tiny babies, they are now, you know, over 24 hours old. They were born in the middle of the night before last. So they're a little over 24 hours old. I don't know when in the middle of the night they were born, but now it's been 24 hours plus. But yesterday, when it was less than 24 hours, when it was probably only about 12 hours or less or whatever, they already squeak. It is the cutest little thing. They're squeaking for mom because they can't see her, they can't hear her. They're just they're so cute. They're so cute. And she had so many babies. Just woke up, noticed a Facebook scam email. Hope no one followed. Yeah, there's so many things floating around about Facebook that they're gonna start charging to use it and this and that. And I'm like, how many times I've seen that message and it hasn't happened. I don't have Facebook, but I will. Yeah, I do have Facebook, but I'm rarely on it anymore. I use it to keep in touch with my family. Um, I use Facebook video chat to talk with my mom because I don't have a landline and it costs an arm and a leg to use the cell phone internationally. So I use Facebook video chat to talk with my mother. But I used to be on Facebook a whole lot more, but now I'm primarily on YouTube. So yeah, it's been pretty cool having mice. It's I find it easier even than having the rats. I mean, the rats want attention. The rats, they'll do their own thing. They'll eat, make sure they have food, make sure they have water. They'll do their own thing, but they also want attention from you. The mice could give a shit. They just want to be left alone. Your account was scheduled to be deleted. Really? Why? Why would that even be like? I don't know why anyone would. Because unless you did something wrong, there would be no reason why anyone should believe that their account is scheduled to be deleted. I dumped it after catching a stalker. It was too much drama. Well, I have my profile private. So the only people that can see my content on my Facebook page are the people I friend. And they have, and you have to request it. Not everybody gets accepted. What are you doing? Just walking back and forth on me. Walking back and forth on me. But yeah. What are we doing? Ooh, hello. So, yeah, hope everybody had a good night last night and hope everybody has a good day today. It's Friday. I can't believe it's Friday again already. Hello, Blake. How are you? How are you? They made it look like my account was hacked. They want you to call. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, for sure. What you want? What you want? Mhm. Wants attention. I haven't looked at Facebook in a little bit. David Barry is here. Hello, David. In fact, I haven't looked at it so much that I'm missing friends' birthdays. It's how I remember people's birthdays when I get notifications of birthdays, but I haven't looked at it for so long. I've missed birthdays. I'm a bad friend. Not too much, not too much. Laura, are you still here? Yeah, I went to upload my Quiet Time with God video this morning to discover that I had deleted it. So I had to re-record it this morning before I came live. It should be uploaded now. And then I came downstairs and discovered that one of the mouse bin that had the malfunctioning water bottle where they weren't getting any water, totally did the opposite and completely leaked into their bin. The water bottle was empty. Their entire bedding and litter and all of that was all moist. They were trying to get out all night because I could see the feet marks on the walls of the bin. So I took the time to take them out of that bin, clean it out, put all new stuff in there, refill their water bottle, make sure it works properly, put them back in. And then I came live, which was a little bit later than I usually do, just because I had minor catastrophes this morning. I hate that water bottle. It either doesn't give them water at all, or it totally leaks into it. I don't even know. I'll be keeping an eye on that water bottle. I'm really excited to look in on the babies today, see how they're doing. But I don't want to stress out mom too much on covering them too often like I did yesterday. I think that's why she escaped. So I'm leaving her alone, and I'm not going to uncover the babies until I need to do my breeding video. I'll uncover them long enough for that, and then leave her alone. It is apparently a defective bottle. And it bugs me because it's supposed to be a good bottle. The other one is fine. The one for the mom with the pinkies now, hers is fine. I've never had an issue. Yes, coffee. Hello, Barry. Hello, Lewis. How are you doing? Coffee, coffee. And I'm really glad that when the mom escaped yesterday, that she was in an area where the cat couldn't get to her. The cat was very alerted to her presence, which is what tipped me off that she was out. I was like, oh crap. So took me about 15 minutes to get her back before she got dead by cat. Even the rabbit was like, what is this thing that keeps coming into my enclosure? Today will be the day we do this right. You need to use StreamYard. Use StreamYard. Are you using your phone or are you using a laptop or computer? I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Allergies. What? Would you like my coffee? This morning I thought I was going to freeze. I love these cool mornings. I really do. I love these cool mornings. Can I put my coffee down or are you going to headbutt it out of my hand? Yes, you're using your phone. That's probably why it's not that easy to use it from your phone when you don't have 1K. You need to use a computer. I'm so close yet so far, you guys. I have my watch time. Dang it. I have my watch time. I just need the people. I had 752 yesterday. Now I don't. Now I have 750. So the two extra that I gained yesterday went away. I did start off with 248 yesterday, so I did still get a couple more. But I need to get from 750 to 1K. But I got my watch time, so woohoo on that. I actually, unless I'm at work, don't have to worry about scraping ice because the car that I drive sits in the garage. Usually, before we got this car, usually I had the crappier car that sits in the driveway. So yes, I was always the one that was cleaning off snow, scraping off the ice while my husband can just waltz his way out of the garage and be on his way. Now it's reversed. Ha ha ha. I don't know you. Okay. Networking. Yep. I'm gonna try it. Ralph's Trucking told me to come in to their networking streams today. I can go to his. Um, I can't go to the later ones because I do have to work today, but um, I will be going to the ones that I can get to. Average Girl's phone or her phone service is acting up, so boo hiss to that. Today will be the day. You getting peeved? Sounds like I just need to make it 250 additional accounts. If only. Thank you, Premier Hell. I would appreciate that. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Yeah, I know I lost some in the last few weeks because of drama and a falling out with some people. I know that I lost some from that, but I'm not going to let that bother me. She messages me and she messaged me and said that it would be 3 days before it's back up. That's ridiculous. 3 days? What was the ringtone? The Walking Dead. It's The Walking Dead, which is going to be back on the air again soon. The last season starts here in a little bit. I'm going to be bummed out when it's finally all the way over. When you use Streamlabs, you get an error. So you're using mobile Streamlabs to try and go live? See, I've used it a couple of times, and you have to be able to set up on YouTube, act like you're setting up, scheduling a stream for Streamlabs to connect. Otherwise, it's just not going to do nothing. I'm not going to let it get me down. I mean, I'm a sensitive person, so it it really did bother me. It really did bother me. Um, but I try not to let that show, you know, and at this point, it's been some time now, and I'm just letting it go and moving forward. But at the time, it really did bother me. Whimsy Creek, hello, how are you? Yes, I'm so glad that your sister got her channel back. That's awesome. Streamlabs is the most frustrating. I can't figure out how to use Streamlabs on the computer. It's supposed to be more user friendly than OBS, and I don't think it is. For me, anyway. Maybe I'm just stupid. But I I don't really know how to use OBS all that well. I've been able to use it, but I don't know how to use it all that well. But StreamYards, I've never been able to figure out. Now, the one for mobile, yeah, I figured that one out with just some button pushes and whatever. At least, a very basic usage of it. You're using the YouTube Live app. Does that even work when you don't have 1K? Because I've never used that. See, I can't tell you what to do or how to get it to work with that stuff because I don't use it. Streamlabs OBS is way more resource hungry. I can believe that. Well, how did I go live yesterday? Well, the thing is, you were live yet you weren't. You had a black screen. You said you were talking. I heard nothing. I was able to say something in the chat, but there was nothing on the screen. There was no sound. There was no picture. There was absolutely nothing. So Something is weird about what you're doing. One stream, I was sitting there for 14 minutes and nobody came. See, I didn't get a notification like the ones that I saw, because I saw two. I saw two of them, and they were black screens. And I said something in both of them. So I don't know. I don't know. But none of them are very long that I saw. So I'm confused. Young Barry clearly has no idea what he's. I don't know. I don't know. See, back when I hardly had any subscribers, I was able to go live from my phone because that was before they made the rule that you had to have 1K. I was able to go live from my phone, and I did it all the time. All right. Have a good day, Premier Hal. Maybe I'll see you in some streams, networking streams later. You're in like the 6-minute one. Yeah. And I didn't see a 14-minute long one. And if I did, I wasn't there while you were. Maybe it was one that I came in earlier and said something and nothing happened and there was nothing going on and I left because I figured, well, something's not working. When you get home, it depends because I have to work today. Yeah, the bell doesn't work properly either for and see the thing is if I look at that channel you're using, I'm your only subscriber, so no one else is getting your notifications that you're going live because nobody else is subscribed to you. With the channel that you're using for it. Watching the mouse. I don't know if it's mom or dad, but somebody's acting like they want to get out. I just gave you fresh stuff, so be happy. Watching them. It's mom and dad roaming around. Want to watch to see how they try and escape. Something tells me it has something to do with the water bottle because they could stand on the nozzle and then the thing the yarn that's attaching the bottle to it. But I duct taped those sides, so I have to leave at 4:30. I believe. Yeah, 4:30. But the thing is, I don't know how I'm going to help you because I don't know. I don't go live the way you are, so I don't know how to help. I don't know how to help. Well, usually they've had a reason for trying to escape. So, and for them, they're good reasons. Little babies are running around too. At least I know they can't escape because they're too small. At least until they get really jumpy. I mean, they already jump a little bit, but the dog scared me. Well, I hope I can. It's only, to me, it's only going to be working if I see something and hear something. Otherwise, it's going to be like, well, you're live, but something's not right. Like the last few times. Oh, I will be able to say whether it's working or not. What would I just say without nobody in there though? Well, first off, do your drawing. I want to see something. I always see something. I always see just black. So I need to see something. And then when somebody comes in and said, if I come in and I say something in the chat, if you see that, respond to me. Because the times that I actually said something in the chat, I didn't hear anything. And if you said something, then something isn't working. Got a hangnail and it hurts. Hangnails hurt. Ouch. So I wonder who else is all in here. We got 7 people in here, guys. 7 people. I'm a mastermind. Not really. Not really. What you doing? Listening and sweeping the kitchen. How are you doing, Whimsy? What is that noise? I was just hearing a weird noise. I don't hear it now. Okay. Always too busy to help. What do you mean? I'll try not to. Oh, the Oscar video. I miss my Oscar. I miss my Oscar. But one of my betta fish, my betta fish is named Oscar in memory of him. I got to do a water change on Luca today. His water's nasty for some reason. I don't know what happened. It's pretty foggy. Pretty foggy. This vid you speak of. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can find it. Barry the Sonic. The next word that comes up is boom. All right, here we go. Wow, that was 3 months ago you made that video. Okay, here we go. I got the link. I got the link for you. Here you go, Trevor. Link. My poor Oscar. Can you try not to fall off the table today? Laura's live. Hello, Laura. She came into mine, left mine, and went and made her own. That's all right. Got to clean out the tank. What I drive, you probably have to change all the bedding and the rat cages on top of it. Well, I've only got one rat cage, so I do need to clean that out. I already did, obviously, one of the mouse bins because the water bottle leaked all into it overnight. But all the other mice are fine. I do have to do Luca's tank, and that'll be what I do today. Just Luca's tank. Itchy. I always feel like there's things crawling on me. Paranoid. Of course, we had a gnat problem in the house. This time of year, the gnats start coming, and then I feel like things are on me all the time. You actually can watch it now if you want, if you click on the link, because it is literally like 10 seconds long of a video. It's like super quick. You blink and it's over. Your doctor's appointment was good? Good, 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 good. Glad to hear it. What'd they have to say? Everything is, see? You're fine, you're fine. You know how they say mechanics don't want to fix their own cars because they do it all day at work? Do you feel that way about caring for your pets? No, not necessarily, because it's different pets, I guess. When I'm at work, I'm mostly taking care of the puppies, depending on the shift. Like one day when I had to work a day shift on a Saturday, I had to clean out the small animals and stuff. But for the most part, I'm just taking care of the puppies all the time, which is different than what I have to do here because, yes, I have dogs and cats to take care of, but they're super easy. They eat twice a day, and I don't have kennels to clean out. And as for the small animals, I don't have to clean out the rabbit really, her litter box every few days or whatever. But, you know, for the most part, and then just sweep a little. It's not too bad. You need to take it. Take it, Barry. I start to notice when things are getting out of whack with me if I don't take my meds. I don't have ADHD meds, but I have depression and anxiety meds, and I'll start to notice um, differences in myself if I don't take it. You can if you use a computer. Hello. She's very interested in my coffee. Don't know why. What's going on? No, it won't work. My Wi-Fi sucks too much. Gotcha. 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 I would cut so many corners working at the pet store. I would put new bedding over the old bedding in the cages for me. Yeah, that wouldn't work so much. It would be smelly. And then you'd end up with sick animals because they'll dig and they'll get to the stuff at the bottom that starts to mold. Ooh, this is getting crazy stuff, you guys, with my ex. Since his wife has accused him of abuse and everything, I just got a text message from him. It says, if I needed you to testify on my behalf next Friday at 9 a.m., would you be able to? Yay. Yay, me. I thought after I got divorced, I'd be fine. Yeah, we have a kid, and that's dag nabbit. All right. Yeah. I know he's not I mean she's accusing him of physical abuse. And I actually had Child Protective Services a few days ago contact me and ask me some questions and ask about, because my son is with him, do I have any concerns about his safety um now or before when they were together and stuff. And no, I don't have any concerns about that. He's never been physically abusive. So I guess in test, and I do have right here, they sent me the report after talking to me. They sent me the report. Um, but I guess he needs somebody to testify now. So yeah, I said that I usually don't work until later in the day. So if I'm needed, then yeah, I can do that. And he said he'd let me know what the lawyer wants to do. And I'd have to obviously go. I have to drive the 45 minutes to go because it's going to be where he lives. So it's going to be an early day. But I mean, I still have my issues with him, but nobody deserves to be accused of physical abuse when there is no physical abuse. So, all right, Barry, have a good day. And I don't want, him to lose his daughter. I don't want, once Ian is 18, it doesn't matter. I mean, he can see his dad whenever and however often he wants to. But until then, I don't want her stupidity to keep him from being able to see his dad. Um, and it's just not a nice situation. Oh, he said he would. He said that he will cover gas. He'll reimburse me for gas. Um, if I if the lawyer wants me to come. He put that in there. I'll let you know what the lawyer wants. I will reimburse you for gas. So he's not going through a very good time right now because number one, I mean, he can't see his daughter. I mean, he would like to see the other kids too, but they're technically her kids. They're his step kids, but they do have a kid together that they adopted, and he's not allowed to see her right now because she put a restraining order on him. So, it's been really tough for him not being able to see any of the kids. Um, yeah, most divorces are messy. Yep. Especially when you're being accused of something that you're not guilty of at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, I divorced him for a reason, and I wouldn't go back to him. I mean, I'm already married, but even if I wasn't, I wouldn't go back to him because I divorced him for a reason. But he doesn't deserve, you know, and more so than him, I'm worried about the kids. They didn't ask for this. Gas money and breakfast, yeah. Something to eat. I mean, I can eat at home, but I don't typically eat too early in the morning because I start to feel funny. If I wake up too early, yeah. And I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is that she's angry about something, and he was the same way. He was the same way. It's the whole reason why he has, you know, Ian in the first place because he accused me of things that were unfounded, but I still lost because I had a stupid lawyer. Yeah, same. I don't really have much of an appetite when I first get up, especially early. So, yeah. And I do know at least a couple of the kids. I know my son is upset and that's why he's there. He wants to be there for his dad. He is coming here this weekend, but I'm not really going to see him um because I'm going to be at work. Um I'm picking him up after work today, and then so it'll be late when I get home, and then he'll be leaving at the end of the weekend, probably Monday. Hey, Kevin. So Ian will be here this weekend, even though I won't get to see much of him. Um, excuse me. But he's wanting to stay there, one, for his job because he likes his job, and two, to kind of be a support to his dad since he's not able to see any of the other kids. He can at least see him. Um, His stepson is really upset, and so is his adopted daughter. So it's not fair what she's doing. It's not. Kind of sucks. Of course, my husband is like, what goes around comes around. Look what he did to you, and now see he can see what it feels like to be accused of something that wasn't true. And yeah, there's that, but I'm not that kind of a person that'll be like, well, ha ha ha, what goes around comes around, and you hurt me, so now it's time for you to be hurt. That's not really the way I am. If I know how something feels, I don't. If it's really hard to deal with, I don't want to wish that on people. So, yeah, that does seem to be the way it is. Yep. Yep, he is. He is. And I'm not relishing it because I know how much it sucked. You know, I know how much it sucked. So I'm not like going, look what he's dealing with now, whereas my husband is like, you know, I'm not that way. I'm not that way. I'm like, he may deserve it. He may deserve it after what he did to me, and this is his payback. But that doesn't mean that I'm enjoying seeing him go through it or watching it affects my child. It affects the other children, and it's not just him that's paying for it. Yep, yep, they can. I agree. Oh, not a coffee. I got a little bit more in the kitchen. Yep, it's just a bit of a rough spot. I just hope that the kids will be okay and that it'll work itself out. Like, I'm pretty sure that she's doing what she's doing because she doesn't want to have to. I mean, she does not necessarily have to share custody of her kids with him because they were stepkids to begin with. Um, but their adopted daughter, she would have to still have that connection with him and work out the visitation and all of that. And what better way to keep away from doing that if you just say he's not fit to be around her? You know, I have a feeling that's where this is coming from. Is it's a way to not have to be not have to share. You don't have to share her if you make him out to be unfit. And he may have his issues. I know he has his issues, you know, but he's not a danger. He's not a physical danger. You know, some of you have heard me talk about the ridiculous expectations that both of them had for the kids, and the how upset Ian would get about all the chores that he'd have to do. Like, it's not that chores was bad, it's that the parents wouldn't do any housework. It's all the kids. It's like the kids were, they had kids so that they can keep the house clean. You know, there's that kind of thing. But when it comes to hurting them, they wouldn't physically hurt them. or he wouldn't physically hurt them, which is what she is saying. He's a danger. Hello. But anywho, it's a slow Friday morning. It's a slow Friday morning. I mean, I had some people in here. I would just worry about your kid. Don't get all worked up over someone else's kid. Well, and the thing is, it's not that I'm not trying to get worked up over someone else's kid, but um she feels like almost family to me just because she is my son's sister. You know, the other kids are his step siblings, so there's not necessarily as big a connection there, but this is his adopted sister. You know, that's his family, and I love her. You know, I don't have a family connection to her other than through my son, but I feel like I do because I've known her since birth and she's 6 years old. So, and she loves me. She's like, "I want to come sleep over at your house," and stuff like that. See you, Kevin. But so it's hard not to worry about her because she's a sweet girl. And I only worried about his stepbrother because he's autistic, so he has a hard time processing his emotions and stuff like that. I'm not necessarily worried about the other kids. Oh, I know. I know. And Ian's being really mature about it too. I mean, I left it up to him about how he wanted to handle the situation, which is why he's with his dad right now. As much as I wanted him to come home, you know, I wanted to leave that up to him. He's 17 years old. I didn't want to make him come back here and have him be resentful. I wanted him to do what he felt uh, you know, what he wanted to do, which right now is he wants to support his dad. So, emotionally support his dad. No, he's in the resource room. He has to do work in there. When you go to the resource room, it's to do schoolwork. But he's not in his regular classroom. He's just in the resource room. Kind of like study hall, I guess. But that's where you're supposed to do work. uh, yeah, exactly. And his stepbrother is maybe 13 or 14, but he's autistic, so he's having a bit more difficult of a time. And then his adopted sister is only 6, so it makes it harder on them. That depends on when you're doing it. Depends on when you're doing it. And don't do it before you say you're doing it, because yesterday you said 3:20, and when I saw the little snippet of Alive, it was before that. So give me a time and stick with that time or I'll miss it. I don't know why Snap Camera never wants to work. After I've closed it down, it never wants to work until I restart my computer. I have to restart my computer. I don't know why, for it to work again. Yeah, it says no available camera input, but when I restart my computer, it works perfectly fine. I don't know. I don't understand. I just don't know. I just don't know. When I got Barry to worry about. Barry's not even my kid. He's younger than my kid, but he's not my kid. That's just the kind of person I am, Trevor. I worry about children. I can worry about the dog too, but I think the dog likes her more than my ex anyway. So that's all good. And I'm not necessarily all stressed out about it. I'm just concerned. Just concerned. Because I know what my son was like when he was her age, having to deal with it. Likewise, Barry. Silly. Hey, you. You are so getting fat. You're stuck to the couch. Hi. You're getting fat. You know this? You need to go on a diet. Too many cat treats with catnip in it. Yes. Do your schoolwork. Do your schoolwork. I gotta go. Everything will work out, guys. And don't let your ex cop out on the gasoline. Free breakfast in exchange for your testimony, right? I'll be like, you know, I know he's no cup of tea. That's why I'm not married to him. Ow! He's no cup of tea, but he's not physically abusive. He's an airhead, but he's not abusive. Excuse me. Wow. My fat cat was staring at me from under the bathroom door with one eye this morning. That is kind of creepy. Creepy, creepy. Well, I may go ahead and wrap it up already. It'll allow me to do a few things around here. My husband comes home today, so when he does come home while I'm not here, I want dishes to be done. I want to take care of Luca's tank because he's looking like he's got a foggy day in there. He's no cup of tea. We've had our issues. We've had our differences, but yeah, so I can get a few things done so that when my husband gets home, he's not like, I've been gone all week and now I've got to do this. And yeah, we don't want him to feel that way. So I want to get some things done and do my breeding video and then leave poor little new mama alone. But yeah, so it was good to see everybody this morning. And yeah, and I do want to visit some networking streams a little bit later too. So got to get some stuff done so I can have time to pop in and do that. So I hope everybody has a good day. Have a great Friday, guys. And I will talk with you later.